legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Green Bay. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws, and as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Cooper, touchdown Seahawks. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers 0.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things: stay healthy and keep winning.
And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his tight end, that's Musgrave. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. From the gun, it's Love. He's going to air this one out. And on third down, that ball's incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 19 yards.
Give them 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming up.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4.
The took away at the 3-yard line. Brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on fourth down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on third down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Jacobs goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Tight end motioning left. On play action, here's Darnold. The pressure fits there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Carl Brooks in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This is taken at the 25. And it'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
With 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Running is Jacobs. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That one good for 26 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
10 yards. That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
Here's Jacobs. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Corner of the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Packers 14, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Second and 7. They bring their tight end right. Darnold to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Throwing, Darnold. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
22-yard line.
The Packers offense and Romeo Dobbs heading out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Love. The outside. It's brought in by Golden. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Love to throw on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. We'll go play action with Love. He'll step up and run. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. It's second down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Love. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep for Seattle, Torrey Horton. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and knock him down up beyond the 30. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Here's Darnold. Throw right side, home in by Cup. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there in a no-it zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
2nd and a yard. Here's Darnold again. In trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Love to throw it on first down. To the left side and taken in by Golden.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That is pulled in by Musgrave. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The field goal unit staying put They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground.
And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. McManus on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Seahawks 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations. A lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
A gain of 16 yards.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Tackled back at
this play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. That one on target to Cup. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
The 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to struggle to get that to the line, maybe a yard. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down under not a space in the short game. Get him the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought in by Ernest Jones. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Packers set to kick this one away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Scrimmage, that's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that is knocked away, incomplete. Nice play defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Seahawks sending out their punt team as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On first down, it's Love. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Darnold to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming. They knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
That's good.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 40.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Edgerrin Cooper. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shaheed in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
A 42-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
34-yard line.
Throwing is Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just hand off right.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Boye Mafe getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On second down, Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now Love. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. It's a gain of 34.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. There's that man again, another catch. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the 5-yard line.
All right, here we go.
One more time, it's Jacobs. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Love. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
On 4th down, Love. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on downs. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Quick throw here is complete, and he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Here's Darnold again. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, it's a win for the Packers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.